On Monday, 4 former Speakers of Parliament received motor vehicles from the institution in addition to the monthly financial allowances given to them for retirement. Former Speaker of Parliament Rebecca Kadaga missed the handover ceremony. However, 4 ex-speakers showed up to receive the vehicles, valued at about 600 million shillings each. These are Professor Edward Rugmayo, Francis Butajira, the first National Resistance Movement National Vice Chairman Alhaji Moses Chigongo, and former Vice President Edward Kiwanuka Ssekandi.
As Parliament of Uganda, 11th Parliament of Uganda, we thought it wise to appreciate you when you're still alive.
To recognize that we made some contribution to this country speaks a lot of volume.
This has brought to light the glaring gaps in the law which exposes taxpayers to shoulder the burden of multiple benefits to the same individuals for the positions they held previously. Both Ssekandi and Kadaga served as Deputy Speaker and Speaker.
There's been a debate even internally. The law is silent. The law is open. The law says remuneration is for former speakers and deputy speakers. So at one point the clerk was the lawyer, said, but the law does not say if somebody becomes a speaker after being a deputy speaker, they should get for the speaker. It is where the problem is. I don't know what I call it. The gap is in the law.
Ssekandi is also entitled to receive retirement benefits under the Emolument and Benefits of the President, Vice President and Prime Minister Act, having served as the VP between 2011 and 2021.
Whatever they are doing actually is contrary to financial regulations, and it's contrary to the spirit and letter of the law regulating that, the management of pension, management of retirement packages.
Both Kadaga and Ssekandi have remained in active government service, with the former appointed the first Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of East African Affairs, and the latter a Special Envoy for Special Duties in the Office of the President.
Their benefits are accruing. He has a vehicle, he's getting remuneration, he has an office here on Kingdom Building, so he must even be drawing some other allowances to keep running around. So definitely he's not in retirement. And the spirit of the law is that, look, as long as you are still in the active service of government, you are still in a public office, you can only get the benefits that accrue to that particular office. You can't get other benefits.
So you cannot tell me in your common sense that you will jointly and severally use the vehicles from the office of the presidency and use that of the office of the parliament to perform ex-officio duties. Such a person cannot jointly and severally use 2 vehicles at the same time to operate the requirements of such office and the office that he was formerly a bearer.
The implementation of the law to the latter means among the current Speaker is too entitled to receive the benefit of the former Deputy Speaker, having served in the position for a year.
The Speaker herself says no. Even if the law is there, I don't need this car. I don't need it. But because I don't need it, I shouldn't deny others. That's what the Speaker said. I don't need it. Because for sure, I am a speaker. I have a car. I don't need it. But the Speaker's not wanting this car does not stop others from the benefits the law provides them.
This heavy responsibility has ignited the call for amendment of the Parliament Pensions Act to harmonize the provisions of the law.
A person who is receiving should not be blamed. It is the government institution that is failing to perform their task. You are allowed to choose. Do you want a benefit as a deputy speaker? In case you are once a deputy speaker, and then you are appointed, I'm a commander. You choose where you want to be.
The fact that Right Honorable Ssekandi Edward and Right Honorable former Speaker Rebecca Kadaga are still serving government and benefiting from government, but at the same time getting benefits for their previous 2 positions in Parliament, that should be the reason for the law to be amended.
Parliament has the powers to amend the law. They would look at the mischief that would be occasioned. Because the mischief is already there. It's obvious. The mischief is obvious that you are getting multiple benefits from the consolidated fund, which is against the spirit and letter of the law.
The status quo means the top government officials are earning more than they earned when they were in their respective offices, given the duplication of their retirement benefits. Retirement benefits for a former speaker include a 60% monthly allowance of the salary of the sitting speaker, a four-wheel chauffeur-driven car with a cubic capacity of 3,500 to 4,000, 2 government-paid security guards, 2 domestic staff, monthly allowance for utilities worth 660,000 shillings, medical care including the spouses. A former deputy speaker is entitled to a 60% monthly allowance of the salary of the sitting deputy speaker, a four-wheel chauffeur-driven car with a cubic capacity of 3,500 to 4,000, 1 government-paid security guard, 1 domestic staff, and monthly allowance for utilities worth 660,000 shillings, and medical care including the spouses. Under the Emolument and Benefits of the President, Vice President and Prime Minister Act, Ssekandi is entitled to a 60% monthly allowance of the gross salary of the serving VP, a house worth 300 million shillings, a chauffeur-driven car fueled by the government, 2 government-paid security guards, 2 domestic staff, senior personal secretary, a one-off 10 million for furniture in addition to 5 million every 5 years. This means the former leader holding the 3 portfolios in the past earns a combined 180% in allowances of the separate gross salaries of the current holders of the separate offices. They get 3 chauffeur-driven fuel guzzlers, 5 government security guards, 5 domestic guards, monthly allowances for bills in excess of 1,120,000, plus a house and 5 million shillings every 5 months for replacement of furniture.
Going by the standards of an ordinary Ugandan, a village Ugandan, all these people in heaven, none of them is grasping. So they shouldn't manipulate the laws simply because the laws are somehow vague. They seem to suggest that if you served as a deputy speaker, you can get the benefits. As a speaker, you can also get this. So they now piling up all these benefits.
Jackson Onyango, NTV.